I just needed to wrap something out for a minute that is kind of perturbing to me. I don't understand that when you grow up with church folks, the whole idea is to try and help groom each other. You want to try and get each other to the next level where iron can totally sharpen iron, not stab or burn or peel each other off, but actually sharpen iron with iron. Sometimes along the way, there's a few people that have participated in the house of the church. Excuse me, I'm stuttering because I'm just livid right now. Um, and they don't get the nutrition that they really need, or they don't embrace it to receive it, which causes an action of misplacement within the spirit. And so I want to be cautious about what I say because this is like really deep. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I had some beautiful members that have grown, spiritually, and they're at different levels. But what it is that the world is still embracing them a lot more impactively than being able to be cultivated into a more solid foundation to have peace. Peace is so important in life because the agitation from not having peace alone can accelerate the heart and collapse it even before anything could ever occur. So what I'm doing here is, in a roundabout way, I'm hoping that this information will reach 2 families or more impactively, maybe an abundance of families who maybe have started out trying to get to know each other. And when I say family, I mean, a wholeness about nature. All of us are in this together or separate but equal, however it is. But when families are battling, and the battle really isn't that important, it's just that the agitation has caught up with the place in the mind that causes some type of detrimental, explosive response on the inner man. And I would like to suggest that it would be healthy to pluck that inner man out. Maybe there's a couple of inner men inside that actually need to be plucked in order to transform into a land of peace where you can start soaring in different achievements that would balance the excellence of the greater part of who you are. I want to make sure that I'm speaking directly to somebody's spirit today that actually is dealing with a big placement of agitation from something that is that has hit the heart. Remember, you have option to release that at any time that you want to. It is also it's also there I go stuttering again. But it's also important that we recognize that no matter whether we are via Facebook, via via Snapchat, via whatever, via in person, or run into each other, that we have a clear understanding that the way that we walk into each other or into each other's spaces is very important beyond the call of how we feel we should be in people's spaces. When you hurt, we do hurt. It's just like clicking on CNN, not TBN, TBN, kind of. make you feel a little better. But if you kick on CNN, ABC, NBC, or whatever you watch or don't watch, if you happen to turn it on, you start to understand that we are distant participants of cultivated experiences in life. In other words, if I click a TV on and somebody got shot or something, that's one of your salient scenarios that should not occur. But there's nothing new under the sun in any of all of this. But when you are dealing with that type of material on a TV branch, so to speak, it still touches the heart. It's like 9/11. We're in Omaha. The act happened in New York. Our hearts go pouring out. Some of us can't even click the TV on because it's too impacted. It's just too much. And we do have to reserve some space for the things, because there are daily things that happen in each individual's life roles. So how we balance those is important. And I don't know, I'm taking my time to say this, and I know these two families actually know that I'm speaking directly to the heart, but I'm going beyond the two families because this is a necessity. When you hurt, we all hurt. But unfortunately, we have a choice not to hurt. I am concerned because I do not want to get called to ask if I could sing at somebody's funeral that where church family members have been battling, even if you don't even attend the church no more. It doesn't matter. It's just that the body of Christ gets to know each other, and you watch these children grow up. You watch people come up out of their tough places. You encourage where you can. Some people get angry when you can't help them in areas that they have to help themselves in, because there's such thing as, you stick a seed in the ground, people could water, but they are not the initial planner. God is, creator, all of that. And so with that said, you have to watch how you allow yourself to become agitated in situations. You have to watch how you agitate not just the families, but if you put it on social media, you have agitated and impacted everyone's space. And then when they have to dismiss families so that they don't have to have that in their space, that's something that they just have to deal with and walk with or whatever. I am offering that there is a resolution to almost every single thing. And the resolution starts with the word PEACE. Aren't you sick and tired of people stepping on a foot accidentally or purposely and then having to be in a casket? Aren't you sick and tired of of trying to bring harmony together, and then somebody accidentally takes your nickel and you shoot them over a nickel that you couldn't even spend to buy one piece of bubble gum? Aren't you sick and tired of not being able to get to the heart of who you are and what your true purpose is? See, these things are not set up so that you guys can upset each other. These things are actually tricking your space so that you can't get to the quality and the best of who you are, whose you are, what gifts you have to bring to the light of things, because as long as you are in a 40-year circle, you will never know what it feels like to step out in 2 days of sunshine just to get you some vitamin D about you so you can be healthy in your spirit, your soul, your mind, and your heart. The thing is that when things in life harden your heart, they cause hurt people to hurt people. I suggest that you take quality time. Measure it out just like you would measure something for a cake. I know we throw extra ingredients to make cake taste good, but we'll do everything to make other things taste good. But we look at ourselves and then we, call ourselves valuable, but then we don't even sprinkle the ingredients that we need in order to get our cakes leavened. The thing is that currently there are so many things in life that are unleavened bread, and the cake needs to go back in the oven because doesn't nobody want no drippy cake. People need to know that the cake is made exactly the way the cake should look on the picture on the box. Life is not going to be perfect, but you strive to become complete. And you who have had a hard life to start out with, you have to know that nothing should be able to separate you from excelling or soaring to your very best. Absolutely nothing. There are no principalities, not even death, can stop people from living. There are people that have been hit with the fact that they've had to come to terms with people saying, oh, you have cancer. I got a friend in Texas right now, and she dances. She lives her life, but her daily living is also incorporated with having to go get her brain, punctured and stuff to survive, her breast removed, her, this and that. Yet she still has the faith to move forward. In order to have faith, belief that you are valuable daughters and sons of the Most High, you have got to sit still. Look at your picture. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I agitating or allowing agitation to occur in my life because I am so not feeling my value? And then what will I do to gain the tools that I need? Where will I reach out? There's people that have been embracing the right things, and you can't hustle up something else from somebody who's trying to do positive themselves. You got to take what they give you or reach out for what they can sprinkle into you and take it and build and connect the dots. You gotta play Pac-Man sometimes and gobble up these ghosts and these things that are trying to haunt you, honey. And you have to be ready to destroy the bacteria, so the bad bacteria, so that you can get you some things that don't have negative funguses that cause disruption in being able to preserve good fruits. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I'm almost finished because there is absolutely nothing more that I need to say. I'll get ready to go for a walk and try and nurture my space and obtain the blessings that are in this day for me. Get my vitamins, my nutrients, and I mean not just from food, but from spiritual and wholeness, balance. These things are a necessity. Stop letting things agitate. Man, I used to get agitated so much. I'd roll them up in a minute for the ones I love. I really never had to participate in a whole bunch of ignorance, unless it was brought in my space or whatever, and then I go into protection mode and then my nerves are shot. Hello. There has to be a point where you stop, look, and listen. You have to stop what you're doing that's causing you to be in a circle and an unhappy experience in this life. Look at what you're feeding into, or what the attack is feeding into your spirit. And you have got to write it down if you have to and say, this does not belong to me. I don't care about image. I don't care about anything else. But I'm no longer going to be subject or enslaved by this ignorance. And what I'm going to do is stop, look, and then listen to the things that have positively been implanted in my life, in spite of anything that has been hectic or impactive or overwhelming or agitating or anxietive. And I'm going to draw a conclusion to stick with what's called peace, because nothing else matters. And it would be the peace that surpasses all understanding. Hello. Had a little visitor. Hello. That's Morocco. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Well, I gotta go. I'm going on a walk. But if you have anything left in you that speaks that you are quality and not quantity, and that you can learn and willing to learn balance and not sit up here and be tricked by the lies that have been built up in your life from things that have not gone correctly. Just take one little pea-sized planting or smaller mustard seed. Take your faith and move forward and get balanced. Take the steps. I don't care if you have to shake through some things. We've all had to do it. And it doesn't end. But take a daily walk and administer that. The only thing that I can share with you, that if things are a negative experience, you don't remove them with violence. You remove them with hope. Prosper, and I love you.